I may have to restart. No, I probably don't need to restart. So, hello Philly Joe, hello Marty, hello Lady Daddy, hello Money Maker, hello Michael Out, hello Rabba, hello Paddy. Same shirt, I know. Paul the Fish Guy, g'day. Lib Balen, Briswiz, Little Darling. What time is it? Yeah, if you wanted to know what time it is to the nearest millisecond, just look there. Exactly. The old, I actually have worked in video before, It's taking a picture of a fast-moving clock, a video of a fast-moving clock is a good way to check when you have glitches. G'day, SoFlo. So, I have... G'day, Awesome Mary. Am I taking questions? Of course I'm taking questions. It's question and answers. You've got to have questions for answers. Where is it? Yeah, I'm sorry, it doesn't display the season on here, unfortunately. G'day, Laura. G'day, Trey. G'day, Gare Bear. So, yes, go. Questions. Questions are always welcome. Afternoon there. Next you'll tell me it's not even autumn there. This is hurting my... Actually, I know what I can do. I can adjust my chair. No, that's better. Now I can sit more comfortably and still be in the picture. Yeah. G'day, Relgook. So, have people been downloading their broadcasts? I actually found... So at the start, I think I said that VLC wasn't very good, but I think it may be only not very good for my videos. And I think it may be that my very first video was walking outside and of course it was crap with low signal. And the second one is when I'm broadcasting from here, I think my internet is maybe crappier than I thought. And it seems to drop packets every 10 or so seconds. I haven't still looked that closely, but so there's something going on that there's a big glitch every 10 seconds or so. So I think, but I need to survey other downloads as well to see if they're just as bad. And I don't think they're just as bad. I think it's me that's bad, and so maybe one, I should be able to try and fix this, because I think it probably just needs a bigger jitter buffer or some bigger buffer somewhere, because the recording isn't latency sensitive, so I can have bigger buffers as much as I like, right? Well, within reason. A huge interest in what? Rabbit, did I miss the first part of your comment? Not downloaded. Okay, here we go. Will the option ever come to where while broadcasting I could make a black screen on my side to read comments while the viewers still had a view? Oh, really? Really? So you want to turn off the... Apple may not allow that, actually. I think they may not allow you to record video without displaying it to the user. Like it's because it can be deceptive, right? G'day, Nurse Nurse. But it may. I'll have to check the wording. That's interesting. No, it's not counting down. It's counting up. This is just the time here. So that's interesting. Can anyone else confirm that they would like that feature that Rabba mentioned? So it's when you're broadcasting to turn off your own video yourself, but have it still display to others so you can more easily read the comments. Sounds a bit unusual to me. It's almost the opposite of what Michael wants. Michael wants the comments to disappear as quick as possible. Yeah, another button. Just chat. No, I don't think it's just chat. I think it's it's just showing the chat for the broadcaster, but you're still broadcasting your video. Is the underlying problem just that you can't read the comments enough? And maybe I can just more easily make the comments bigger or something like that, or higher contrast, or not transparent, not translucent background. When I can do things like that. Yeah, in fact, would it save battery on the broadcaster phone? I doubt it. It's a good question though. I mean, I know the display brightness seems to have a big impact on how quickly your battery drains. So whether displaying black is I think maybe you're talking about a different thing. Rabba still wants to broadcast the data. She just doesn't want to see it as a broadcaster, which, you know, it's fair enough. If you want to see your view, just look up, right? You don't need to look through your phone to see the Brisbane River or wherever you may be broadcasting from. And well, if I understand what you're saying, Marty, you can do that anyway. You can already turn off your video and your audio. Not a permanent thing, just there's a lot of chatting. I could block it out to a black screen. Yeah, not for everyone else. Okay, but would it help if I made an option to make the comments monochrome and like turn off the comments, make it black and white, and no translucency, so you still get the picture. Would that work? That would satisfy Apple because you're still seeing the video, right? So it's just I mean, that would be easier to do as well, probably. Anyway, so back to my current issue at hand. Yeah, thanks, Rabbi. I will do. I'll try and remember that one. I may not remember that. Oh no, I've always thought of it as an issue to try and make the comment size configurable, because the readability is a problem, right? If you're in a nice controlled environment like this, the comments may be too big, or if you're on an iPad or something, they may be too big and you want them smaller so you can fit more on the screen. Whereas whenever you're outside in the sun, the comments are too small and not enough contrast. So there's no single settings that's going to please all levels of eyesight and all environments, all broadcasting environments. So I think it's legitimate to have it configurable at some point. Yeah, see, look at me. I'm looking through the bottom of my bifocals. G'day, Dan. Who else have I missed coming in? G'day, Hockey Rules. So, yes, people will have noticed on my replays on YouTube, and hello, replay viewers, by the way. What were you fucking talking about? I'm confused now. If you're on a stationary spot. Yes, true. But I think, so all I'm talking about, I don't really see yes, the green comments are a problem. I need to get rid of the green. I tried to minimise them and it didn't work. Okay, so what I'm proposing instead of what you suggest, Rabbit, is to change the comments so there's a black background and no translucency. So there's the maximum contrast, white text on black, and the video will still stay there because the video shouldn't make any difference. Yep, okay, Rabbit's happy with that. It's a high contrast mode. Yep, okay, and that'll be one of the settings when I have a settings screen. And you'll be able to toggle it on and off during the broadcast by pressing the information button that says currently coming soon. Okay, now back to my issue, if I may. But feel free to ask other questions, people, and if I've missed one, feel free to ask us again. Okay, Michael says, I get out my secondary device and watch on cell service black screen comments only. Oh, yeah? And now I get to joke. Hello, Lindy. Yeah, very good. You still get the colours, though, that might be annoying. So, my broadcasts from this on this Wi-Fi. Oh, yes. BrizWiz has shared instructions on how to transcode WebM files in Slack. With your permission, BrizWiz, I can put that on the FAQ as well. G'day, Sonia. Oh, right, Michael, there you go. Cool. Okay, thank you. No, thank you for that, BrizWiz. I appreciate it. I was playing with FFmpeg settings myself yesterday because I use FFmpeg surprisingly to save the broadcast. So I've been looking at the jitter settings and buffering settings for reordering packets and so on when I was saving the broadcasts. So is there a question about what kind of background noise? Okay to be walking on the street? Okay, so this looks like an important question. Rabbit is asking, is it okay to be walking along the street where you walk by, say, a restaurant that has the music playing, but you don't stop and pause? That is absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. I mean, I know the recording companies don't care about the intention, but yeah, no, you can. I mean, it's like this is a question about the terms of service. It's like the terms of service saying you're not able to broadcast children. Just like if you're walking around the city or wherever, you're going to see children. You know, I mean, if possible, try and minimise it, and hopefully, it's going to be quiet enough that whatever that anyone listening can't even barely identify what it is anyway, right? So, yeah. Lindy says something interesting. Did you hear that Twitter Spaces has been telling people that they are ignoring music just like on Periscope? Right. No, I hadn't heard that, but I think Twitter must pay big money to the recording industry. Haps doesn't seem to care. No, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested that Haps doesn't seem to care, but maybe they're waiting to see. What do you doubt, BrizWiz, that Twitter pays money to the recording industry? Well, I mean, if you go and if you go and search hard, you can find information on getting a license for live streaming music. And in general, it says contact us. It doesn't give you a price. So some people, presumably, some people must do it. Well, I guess that's not necessarily true. Just because something's advertised doesn't mean people buy it. But there's an expectation that it can be done. Yeah. Anyway, Yeah. Yes. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating as well. Twitter don't care about anything. Well, they do a little bit. Well, there may be. It may be. Um, and I think speculation is not good enough for me to risk my house. Yeah, well, people may be still streaming music on Twitch. I mean, Twitch seem to be more worried about the replays than live streaming. So, okay. Um, the other thing I was going to say, it may not necessarily. I could ask Kayvon actually exactly. The other thing is that it may not necessarily be a monetary payment. It may well be a, a quid pro quo sort of deal, saying that Twitter agree to respond to takedown requests or something like that, or they ought to run monitoring. Well, I don't know. Well, I do have information from a reliable source about how some streaming services provide basically a hose pipe of all of their video streaming off to broadcast rights holders to check for certain sensitive, commercially sensitive broadcasts being rebroadcast. It's not so much about music, but it's about rebroadcasting TV. And that live streaming, I don't know if I don't think I'm allowed to share. Well, I don't know that I'm allowed to share this, so I'm being vague. But I do have from a reliable source that that yes, live streaming services do have deals with major broadcasters to monitor and make sure that they're not, or to either run monitoring software themselves, or to provide a stream into the broadcaster so they can run their own monitoring service. And that some TV shows even include signatures in the image that can be picked up by software and so on, even if you're just pointing your camera at the TV. So, there's definitely activity going on in this, and I don't see. Well, if it happens for TV, I don't see why it wouldn't happen for music as well. Going to have a Heckle watermark in the live stream? No, I don't want to have stuff all over the screen. I have thought about allowing broadcasters to put their own if they want to. Like some people are worried about people copying their streams, and they can put a copyright notice watermark or something for themselves. That's something I've got on the list to do at some point, along with your suggestion, Reva. But I don't feel the need to promote Heckle by adding annoying watermarks anyway. Yeah, exactly, something like that. It's not number 50 on the list. Anyway, so my broadcasts from this Wi-Fi seem to suffer from gaps in the video. The audio is fine, but the video doesn't keep up, and it gets dropped every 10 or 15 seconds or so, from what I've seen. Now, I suspect that this may be peculiar to my Wi-Fi and my environment, not a fundamental thing. So, okay, Briswiz, you've probably seen a few. So when I could look quick, the problem is you can't look at them in the background because the audio is fine, so you don't notice an audio glitch. You've got to be really watching to see see if there are glitches. But hence why I'm asking other people for their experiences in downloading and viewing their videos. Do they have strange gaps in the video? Yeah, Philly Joe, but this is not. I don't think this is a problem with the live stream. I think this is more a problem with the recording. And you guys can't. Oh, you can guys see my recording on YouTube, right? I think if you go and look on YouTube, there are gaps of a second or so, roughly, in the video. The audio seems to be fine, but the video has these gaps. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by notifications. G'day, Statman. So if this is just me, then in some ways I don't care so much about it. It's unfortunate, given my position. But if it works for everyone else and not me, then I don't. I can continue with what we're doing and try and tweak it for me later. But hence, this recording is to help me pick up the glitches and to try to correlate them with logs on the server, because there are error messages coming out of the software I'm using, but I've got a whole lot of debugging turned on, but then you get so much stuff that it's hard to tell what's the relevant stuff. So this should allow me to check the timestamps. So there you go. The other thing I want to talk about, I was nearly going to put in the title as well, is you know how we had the invite code. What was the everyone? This is the lag test. Tell me the invite code. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Bruce Wiz. Encoding handles glitches differently to how you see it live. Heckle Party, well done, real good. Wins the lag test. And is it an omen that I used the code Heckle Party, and now House Party is closing down, and it's been suggested that Heckle should take on some of the features of House Party, and it should be called Heckle Party, of course. So is this an omen? There you go. Anyway, I know this is very different to what my vision for Heckle was initially, which was, just one broadcaster. Okay, Gemma. One broadcaster and many commenters like this, and not even to have call-ins. And I've softened on call-ins, and House Party is the extreme of that. There's no comments on House Party, right? It's all just multiple video, like Zoom effectively, but it's a totally different thing. So anyway, I'm not going to suddenly drop the private DMs. Okay, yeah. So as I said yesterday, I think, invite me to House Party, you guys. I'm on House Party, but I don't have a lot of people that I interact with on there these days. So I need to get in these parties. My username is spickup, but it seems that people can't find me when they do that. So DM me, April, and I need to get someone who's in the action. Yeah, you can't download it from the App Store anymore. They've turned it off already. So I don't have it on my iPad here, but I do have it on my. It's October. So yeah, if anyone gets in the big part, like I've only had opportunities for I only had been in house parties with 3 or 4 people at once, and that was a couple of years ago. And now that I write apps like this, I need to have a different look at how it works. So get a bit of inspiration and food for thought. House Party has games. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, someone just told me House Party is the only other simple app like Heckle. And when I went on there, it doesn't look that simple to me. Yeah, playing games would be a lot of work for me to do, so I'm not going to do that very quick. I can have both, right? We could have Heckle Party as a separate app. Yes, I know. Good question, Brizwiz. Is House Party on Android? I don't know. I think it is. No, it's not Simon Pickup. It is. Hi, Faye. G'day. Yeah, what was House Party's revenue? I don't know. They didn't have subscription, I don't think, and they didn't have ads. So you are the product. Yeah, because people say they don't see spickup, but when I do share, it says houseparty.com/ad/spickup. Well, I guess my name is probably Simon Pickup. Oh, it's on this device, so I can't. Right, yes. Anyway, yes, I need to. Well, I could speculate that they may be closing down for the same problem that Periscope, I suspect, closed down, which is the policing of the bad activity is not worth the trouble for them. And maybe this is why people are going to like Twitter Spaces and why tech companies are preferring audio only, because there's a limit to how much bad stuff you can do in audio, right? So maybe this is why Clubhouse and Spaces are easier to run operationally. Exactly. Yeah, I mean you can always do copyrighted music on Spaces or whatever, but well, I guess they've said they don't care. Maybe I should look and see if there's an easy way to. Oh, no, but I don't think I can intercept the audio. I can intercept it on the server. Maybe there's some way I can filter out the audio, but it would sure filter out music. Oh, that's horrible. I hope to be able to make music available ultimately. Heckle Podcast Party. I'd really like to have music. I'd love to be able to sort that out one day. I don't want to give up on it yet. Yeah, right. It'd be good to. Well, that's called blocking, isn't it, Kerry? Yeah, 150. No, exactly. Add it to the list. Mm. All right. Are there any other questions or comments on these matters or others before I go? By the way, I'm a bit shade. My ring light is behind on the other side of the iPad, so I'm in the shadow a little bit. You feel bad blocking? Don't feel bad blocking. If people don't like being blocked, that's sort of their problem. I figure, although I haven't blocked anyone. Although, Kerry, is there some other feature that I could provide that would be gentler than blocking, other than muting in a broadcast like Periscope did, which is on the list? Yeah, I anticipated that, Michael. You know, when someone gets annoying, you can just mute them. But that's only for the broadcaster. Oh, should users be able to mute each other in a broadcast? How about that? If you're watching this, see Rubber, if you're watching this and you're getting really annoyed by Carey's comments here, should you be able to mute him just for the rest of this broadcast? Would that be useful? Would people actually do that? Would it be just for the broadcast? Possibly. Time out. Just block and unblock. Someone suggested to me that you could have levels of block. Yeah, muting. Like people wouldn't necessarily know. They'd just think you were ignoring them and you wouldn't be seeing their comments. Yeah, force unfollows on Twitter. Yeah, so this is a temporary blocking thing. No lurking feature. Oh, yeah, well, that's on the list as well. Yeah. Lindy, face blocking is fine. Don't get complicated. Well, that's true. You don't want to get too complicated. But I did like the idea, and I should say it at least, that someone said blocking someone for 24 hours. You know, when you block, you can block permanently or for 24 hours, and that might be useful, right? Because there are lots of times when you're just having an argument, you want to block someone, but then you forget to unblock them. You mean to, but you forget. This is why HAP's an issue for some. Can't see who's watching till they comment. Yes. Yes, I understand that. Yeah, Lindy, I quite like that idea of block for 24 hours because there are some people you really just never want to see again, but there are sometimes and you just think, well, bubbles are only for your followers though. Bubbles on Periscope are only for people you follow, so I don't think that doesn't solve the concern for people who don't like lurkers. Mind you, lurking is as we've discussed before, lurking is a double-edged sword as well. Still better. Aren't you more worried about the people you don't know lurking? If you're worried about lurking? Anyway, let's not go around the circle on lurking again. But yeah, no, it's good for me that it's yeah, someone's lurking downstairs, or maybe they're just going to the toilet. So I'll have to whisper. You see, there's been no announcement of who's lurking downstairs, so I'm a bit wary of what I can say now. I can't tell if it's Adam or Sam. I hear footsteps. Silence. It could be the brown ghost. Could be. I haven't heard about the brown ghost recently. I sometimes do ASMR. Okay. The door's squeaking again. By the way, how should I deal with squeaking door handles? I never know whether I should spray it with WD-40 or put oil or put graphite. Because when you research, people say the graphite just gets all gummed up, and don't put oil because it just collects more dust. And I don't know about WD-40. Graphite is best. Anyway, there seems to be no consensus on the internet, and nor is there in this broadcast, it seems. So I'll just leave them squeaky. Door anti-squeak, isn't that? Oh, I don't know what that is, but it's probably just WD-40 with a lithium grease. Lithium silicon spray. Tiny bit of WD-40. Railbook, you broadcasting from WD-40 headquarters. Awesome. Lithium is excellent. Lithium sounds like kind of dangerous. What else? There was something else I was going to spray with WD-40. I don't actually have any. Oh, my clock downstairs. You know, when I used to, I don't know what plastic door latches you mean. I don't think I have anything in plastic. It's like brass or something. Water displacement 40. Is that what it's called? Really? Did they try 39 different other formulas that didn't work? Oh. Door latches, the plastic ones that keep the door open. Are you talking about a wedge, or are you talking about the tongue that comes out of the door? And it's actually it's a handle, like it's a bar. That rotates, right? You turn the handle to open these doors. So that's what squeaks. I don't have one of those. Oh, you suggest I should use one of those instead of closing the door fully? Door latches. I actually found one of those rubber wedges that goes under the door the other day. No, I think that I'm actually, in general, I don't like closed doors, but unfortunately, this room is open to the staircase, so I can't close myself in here for sound privacy. So the bedroom doors need to be closed too, so I don't disturb people when I'm not doing this when everyone else is trying to sleep. But the boys' bedroom door and our bedroom door has squeaky handles, which has its pros and cons. Oh yeah, wax paper. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Like a challenge, Michael. Anyway, when I was learning bassoon in school, my bassoon teacher said to rub the side of your nose here. That there's a particular type of oil from there that's very soft and helps you. I'm trying to remember what we were lubricating. G'day, Moneymaker. It must have been. I feel that was my little finger. What did I need to? Well, the reed you didn't really have to lubricate. It might have been the. I don't know. I have to think. This is a strange childhood memory, but I always remember that the oil here. Like you don't get. There's not a lot of oil. But it was. It must have been just to put on your finger. You can hardly transfer it to anyone else. I don't remember rubbing anything else on my nose. Maybe it was just strange. Or something exactly. All right, I think this is enough down the rabbit hole, and this is going on YouTube, so I'm already regretting a lot of this. If you peel garlic with your fingers, you get rid of the smell by rubbing your metal faucet. Yeah, this is getting sillier than silly. I'm not reading some of these comments. All right, let's do another lag test. And the lag test today, get your numbers ready and type the last digit you see on the clock here. I'm pointing it there. Type the last digit. Why did I say 9? Looks like an 8 to me. The way it's flickering away. Keyboard hides the clock. Well, Candavoo keeps changing. That's the whole point. But doesn't that make it look like an 8? Yeah, it's really only the first digit. Well, in fact, I probably didn't need Mm. 989898. Yeah, it sort of looks like 9898 to me. Yes, I'll be interested to see this on the on the replay. Not that my clocks are synchronized that highly, but tenth of a second will be interesting. You can almost see the tenths of a second running through here. You might be able to. You're probably getting about 25 frames per second. You should be getting 25 frames per second, so almost enough. Well, it should be enough to see the thing. All right, your text in front of the screen. Well, so the new up to 25. Well, I've got a thing monitoring right now that says it's 24, 25, 24, 25, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24. I should be displaying that, capturing that as well. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do a proper lag test then. Get your numbers ready, get your numbers ready, get your numbers ready, get your numbers ready, and the number is 5. So Faye was slightly wrong, but first, I don't know if that's good or not. Candavu, Marty, Trey, Relgook, Philly Joe, Brett's comment that distracted me, Lindy, Moneymaker, AFK. You cheated, Faye. Well, good. You deserve to be found out. You had a 1 in 10 chance of not being found out. Probably better than that. But you failed this time. Yeah, I wonder why I chose 25. I probably didn't make a conscious choice. It was probably the default somewhere. But actually, it is configurable. I can change all of your broadcasts to 30 or 20 without a software update. And I actually tried it yesterday and changed it to 30, and it seemed to work. Maybe I'll do my broadcast tomorrow on 30 frames per second. No, that'll only exacerbate my network problems. So yes, I don't know. Anyway, it's changeable. You calling me an old pal? Could be worse, I suppose. Well, okay, Faye and everyone. This is now. I think VLC actually does a pretty good job of displaying these. So it's not that hard. Once you've done your broadcast, in the list of broadcasts, there should be a little information button on the right hand side of the line for your broadcast. If you click on that, you can copy the URL and then go and paste it into the open network stream in VLC, and then you'll be able to see the video. It sometimes takes a while for the video picture to start that I'm addressing, and you have to download the VLC app, and I will update the FAQ with that information today. Yes, and I need an intern to go and correlate the logs to find out when, see if there's particular error messaging from my recording software. It froze. Even the audio froze. So after your own broadcast, this is only for you, not for anyone else. Broadcast ResWiz charges just $1, an Australian dollar, even, if you want your videos converted to a usable format for you. He will, even if it doesn't work, you'll get your money back. If you want a different format, he'll do it again for another $1. Quite a bargain, I would say. Not that I'm promoting anyone. No one else has offered this service that I know of, so if anyone else wants to, I'll promote them as well. Cheap as chips, exactly. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good day. I don't know that anyone's actually paid him $1 yet, but I mean, not many people have paid me $1 either. Actually, some have. So thank you to those who have paid me $1 or more. And good night to most of you. Good afternoon to some of you. Good morning to even fewer of you. Have a good time. Australian dollars, I'm told. I hope you didn't pay US dollars, Marty. I'm waiting for an answer from Marty, and then I'll go. Discounts. He even does discounts. 100% discount for viewers of this broadcast if you get to him in less than 24 hours. That's I just made that up. I don't know if he up to him to honour whatever he wants. 10 for $5, he says. Awesome. Bye. Hey, Candavoo, did you see Riz Wiz's thing? Anyway.